Welcome to this week's edition of Sports Corner, where we will be at the College National Finals Rodeo, which is happening at the Casper Event Center this week. And we're now here with a very bad man, U.S. Air Force Captain Jeremy Sparks, who is a bullfighter, which pretty much means he puts himself between a cowboy and an 1,800 pounds of sirloin. Jeremy, do you ever think to yourself, I'm a little crazy for doing this?
Well, not until it's over, you know. When you get hurt and you're going back home, you're like, man, why do I do this? But in the arena, you know, it's all adrenaline, so it's pretty common for us.
You know, these cowboys, though, they come up to you and thank you, obviously. I mean, I saw one cowboy give you a pat on the back afterwards, and that's got to mean a lot to you.
Yeah, you know, you can make a decent living at this, but in our sport, nobody's getting really rich, nobody's getting famous. So it really is the camaraderie, and when people come up, pat you on the back, tell you you're doing a good job, it does go a long way. It makes you think that the hard work actually paid off.
How'd you get into bullfighting?
Well, I grew up in a town, Fountain Hill, Arkansas, population 150 people, and my uncles ran an amateur rodeo, and like all family businesses, we had to pitch in, and obviously we weren't getting paid because it's a family business, so we had the bright idea of competing. We started riding bulls, roping, and my bull riding career lasted about 20 rides, and my parents nixed that idea, and I just started kind of sneaking around behind their back, being out in the arena trying to learn how to fight bulls, and one thing led to another.
But you got into the Air Force thing as well. That became a career for you, or is it kind of a joint thing between Air Force and bullfighting as well?
Well, you know, after 9/11, I decided that I would serve the country, and at that time I already had my professional rodeo status, and I wanted to serve the country, but I also wanted to continue my professional rodeo career. And I was able to strike a deal with the Air Force that I would have an endorsement with them, travel the rodeo circuit, but also get to come to a state that was conducive to the Western lifestyle. And that's why they sent me to Wyoming. In the last 7 years, they've done a great job of giving me various assignments to keep me in Wyoming. So it's been a great deal. As for a career military man, it's one day at a time.
You know, you've done the College National Finals Rodeo here for a number of years, and is there any difference between this and a pro rodeo? It seems like the bulls are pro bulls, and these cowboys, a lot of them are pro caliber cowboys as well.
Yeah, I would say probably 50 or 60% of the bull riders we have here have a professional rodeo card, and the bulls that we're bucking here at the College National Finals, I'll see them again at Cheyenne Frontier Days, and you know, that's the largest rodeo in the world. So to have these types of cowboys competing against these caliber of bulls, it's very comparable to a professional rodeo. And the short round of the college finals, in my opinion, competes with any short round in professional rodeo. And, you know, you have the best of the best competing on the highest caliber of livestock.
Do you? How many other rodeos a year do you do?
I go to approximately 18 to 20.
Is there anyone, Cheyenne Frontier Days, anyone that really stands out?
Well, I have 3 favorite rodeos. Obviously, Cheyenne and the college finals are huge, and also I've added to my schedule the Cody Stampede in Cody, Wyoming. So very excited to go there over the 4th. If there's a big rodeo in Wyoming, I'm going to be fighting bulls there, and it is great pride to represent Wyoming and to fight bulls at the most prestigious rodeos they have.
You know, bullfighting, it's almost like a dance, you know, and it seems it's a ballet between yourself, your partner, and the bull. Talk about what you do. You know, when a cowboy falls off a bull, what's your initial reaction? How do you go about protecting that cowboy?
Well, you know, if a guy, let's say, for instance, is left-handed and the bull's turning back to the left, which we would call into his hand, what we want to do when we hear the whistle blow is try to get that bull's motion going back to the right so the cowboy can safely exit. So in having a bull, myself, another bullfighter, and a rider, we have several obstacles. So you really have to have good peripheral vision, good timing to know where your partner is, where the cowboy's going to come off, and what the bull's next move is. So it's a lot of timing, it's a lot of instinct, and it's a lot of risk-taking when something bad goes wrong.
Al Sandvold, it seems like just watching you guys through the first couple of goes that you guys have a good partnership together. Do you feel that?
Yeah, Al and I have a great chemistry together. I've known him since 2000 when he went to the National Finals Rodeo and the Wrangler bullfights. And here, I think the bullfight between Al and I has been phenomenal. And obviously, we'll both be back next year, so that's great news. But so far, no injuries, and you know, Al kind of took some shots earlier in the week. I took some shots later in the week, but that's part of the business.
Yeah, like you said, you lead into my next question, which essentially is that, you know, injuries are going to happen. You just put that out of your mind. How do you not let that get in, make you? How do you not let that fear creep in?
Well, in rodeo, you really have to crave this sport. It's dangerous. When you've done it as long as I have, and as long as Al has done it, you learn to mitigate the risk. So you take out that danger factor to a certain extent. If you think about getting hurt, you're going to get hurt. If you think about, oh, my knee's swollen up, I'm going to have a hard time tonight, you're going to have a hard time. But I really concentrate a lot on positive thinking. Obviously, my religious background, I pray a lot, and you know, you just go out there and let the instincts and your abilities take over.
How long do you keep doing this? Are we gonna continue to see you on the circuit for a while?
Well, you know, I've got contracts for the next several years, so there's no quitting in the near future for me.
Okay, Jeremy Sparks, Air Force captain and a bullfighter at this week's College National Finals Rodeo. And we'll have more here from the CNFR when we come back on Sports Corner.